Alright, folks, the deck is Tonk's Boomzooka Hunter. The goal of the deck is to play spells in the early game to get our Twinbow Terrorcoil online so that we can play Flark's Boom-Zooka twice in the same turn, pulling some of the high-value Death Rattle minions from our deck, replaying them with either Jewel of N'Zoth or 9 lives, which can also be buffed and doubled up with the Twinbow Terrorcoil. If you're watching this on YouTube, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. You can catch me live at twitch.tv/Roffle. Facepalm, thank you for the 25 months. N months? That's almost N+1 months. Evergreen sub message. HT, thank you for the 5 months. Glad you're liking the content, and welcome to the stream. What flavor is your coffee, or is it regular? It is just black coffee. Just straight black coffee. So I guess it's coffee flavored.
Let's have some fun.
By Fang and Claw.
Alright. Keep the Maxima. Yeah, welcome, Swag.
Turned our curse into our
Okay. Well, this goes face. That meant to stay in my deck. What am I looking for here? Donkey. Just kind of waiting around until we actually get to 6 mana, which is dangerous in this matchup because the opponent tries to kill us when they're on either 5 or 6 mana. So, bad news. Honk. Hey, no one. I just want to get this online for next turn. And hope we don't die. Welcome, Quatch. Hey there, Joram. Okay. So we lose this game of Hearthstone. Yeah, I just die on board. That's a really unfortunate first matchup. I have no tools for that matchup whatsoever. The big luck is a thing in Wild? It's just even luck, and it has been for a while. Okay, please be Reno, please be Reno, please be Reno. I think it was Reno. There is absolutely no reason to think that that would be Reno. Reno is the worst version of that deck right now. Okay, just need to find the Twinbow and the spell to activate it. I don't do great into Mechanical Mage, so Concern. Okay, well, that's good news at least. This helps me out a little bit. Hey, welcome, who am I? Fine. Oof. Just really want to avoid drawing minions to the best of my ability, other than the Twinbow Terrorcoil. That would be a fine minion to draw in the near future. Concern. God, they got pretty unlucky to... That's a good minion to draw too, I suppose. Do I ever play viewer decks? Generally not. Because there's a lot of people in chat at any given time, and it's not fair to the other few hundred people if I play even a handful of decks requested in chat. And generally speaking, most of the decks that are suggested to me or requested of me are completely outrageous. So some of that is selfishness. Yeah. That helps somewhat. I guess I could have just gone here twice to kill this, and yeah. That would have removed more damage off the board.
Unity, precision,
Really need to hit a Sneeds or a Scrapyard. Even a Tonk might be okay, but I gotta high roll the Maxima if I may be going to survive until the Flarks. Could be worse. That might buy me a turn to get to the Flarks. Opponent's a time traveler. I'm actually okay with trades here because that makes this a little bit better for cleaning up their board. Fortunately, it is likely I get at least one Twinbow at this point.
job's done.
Those were some high rolls. A Whiff King. I give it the 4 months. They generated that. So I'm gonna have to gain armor off of this. Somehow. And somehow clear that as well. I can't get through that. Unlucky.
Well fought. I concede.
Maybe I cut the explosive trap to actually make better use of Urchin Spines. That doesn't quite work that well on the same turn. Okay.
Versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine.
Keep these two together for even Warlock. Pitch the explosive trap. Draw an oof. Draw another oof. At least we're strong into that dreaded turn 2 Dirty Rat.
I greet you.
You're welcome, Dig.
My eyes are upon you.
Alright, hit me with your Dirty Rat. I dare you. Coward.
Armor. Lightly used armor.
Dirty Rat has no downside against Hunter, right? That's what the YouTube comments told me. That's how we got the exclamation point rat command.
Side effects? No. Trust me.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's Shellfish Warlock. I already have the Tonk down next turn. At least now we know no Reno. I mean, we had known that for a while, but that wasn't really a concern given the cards that they had played. I would much prefer it to be Reno, to be honest. Hey, welcome, Blob. That spell makes me miss Acid Maw? How can you miss something that would never existed? You know who I really miss these days is the Tooth Fairy. Never seem to come around anymore.
Extraordinary.
That was a mistake.
Wait, I could have gotten double Tonk.
Armor. Lightly used armor.
We'll pretend like I did.
the coming storm by Fang and Claw.
You're welcome, Carp. Alright. The Carrion Studies. Ooh. Blast off. Wait. No! We're gonna get unlucky to a dirty rat, aren't we?
Glory to the Horde.
Did you test Spine with Explosive Trap once? I'm pretty sure the effect should carry on. It absolutely shouldn't. Because it's a different turn. That wouldn't make any sense at all. Wanna go into Wendy's?
Frostbite's sharper than Feign.
How bad can an early Bolner be? Was playing in duels with Spine and Warrior's Objective. It did carry on for 3 turns. The end of this turn. Yeah, it's... secrets cannot trigger on your turn, so therefore your turn has to end with Spines, and it will deactivate before Explosive Trap can ever be online.
What a sight to behold.
Follow my curve for a bit. Freeze. You're supposed to stay in my deck, you idiot.
Step up to get blown up.
We're honestly not even that weak to devolve, which is rare for my deck. Lance Castle, thank you for the 2 months. Keep up the great work. You're the best Hearthstone streamer I know. Well, I appreciate that. That was also just kind of a weird time for the snowfall, wasn't it? What? Opponent trying to throw here? Like, they're being really wasteful with their resources. Tonks!
Your wish is my suggestion.
It's not lethal with the Bloodlust. Sure. What do I have in here? Another Scrapyard. That's it. Next turn I just go Humongous into Feign Death, I think.
I'm 7 years ahead of
Maybe concerning.
you. You belong to the barn now.
I don't have a minion that I can test that with.
Job's done.
Yep.
Your wish is my suggestion.
Like, if this is the play they wanted to set up, shouldn't they have tested for the explosive last turn? Or are they just going to continually... Okay. 12. It's not lethal here. Unless they have more burst over the top. I want to play Quest Rogue Reno deck. No, I want to play Boomzooka
Armor. Lightly used armor.
Humongous Hunter. That's just removing the possibility of ever getting lethal. The sad thing is, despite all these plays, the opponent probably still wins from here.
What a sight to behold.
Whoa! I thought I had a Tonk in there. Well. Yeah, the Tonk got hexed.
My jaws that bite, my claws that catch.
Do they have a bounce effect in there? They don't, right? Oh, they do, but... Sure. They don't have a Shutterback in hand, do they? Go here. Here, here. They have Zeph. That doesn't matter.
My jaws that bite, my claws that catch.
Evil lurks in these halls.
Mass Dispel. Zeph wouldn't offer Mass Dispel in that situation. They have a random Zephyr, like, it wouldn't offer Mass Dispel in that situation, and they would still have to, like, get the 1 and 3 to have Zeph choose the Mass Dispel. Grumble. I cannot believe I'm losing this game of Hearthstone. Okay, they've got a full hand, so this is the last shutter at least. Maybe I can pull this out. Nope. We gotta take a 50-50 here. No, I don't. Saved by the weasel. They did have the pyro. Still have lethal. That was one of the worst games of Hearthstone I've ever watched somebody play. That's not true. I'm just tilted, but they made a lot of ridiculous plays.
Versus Nemzi.
Let's have some fun.
My fang and claw.
Yeah, I have better tools against even luck this time. And this is part of it. Is ooze common in Shadowwalk? No, because it's bad. Generally, people run good instead.
We have turned our curse
Yep.
into
Just need to find one of my damage spells. There it is.
Hiya, friend.
My eyes are upon you.
X Aldra, thank you for the 2 months. And congrats on Legend. Roff, can you pick a random number between 1 and 5? I'll try my best. 6.9. How'd I do? This down next turn. Although it's not terribly helpful now with this, but There's a chance they just go face and ignore this, and then I get to go here, here, here next turn. But it's also important that this is just now in our death rattle pool, so worst case scenario, it heals for 8 and I'm happy. May run in null if they have it. I mean, even that's just fine. Like, I don't... Okay. Well, now I don't even need to get value off of this. The opponent just gave me value. They'll probably trade again. I don't care if they trade or not. If they trade, it heals for 8, and I'm happy about that. I don't need to get value to make this a strong play. Now, because they didn't, it's an incredibly strong play. But seems good. Now this one is probably arena lock because like Hecklebot doesn't make sense in a regular
Are you
Yeah.
gonna clean that up?
Oh! Just missed.
Impressive. You win this time.
That would have been a sweet lethal setup had that worked out. But yeah, that's almost certainly arena version. Because it's running the bad removal cards.
Rexa versus Throw.
For Doomhammer, by Fang and Claw.
Alright, look for tracking, Carrion Studies, and Twinbow is good. I just need to find the Boom-Zooka. Jeez. Or maybe not, since I've drawn all my minions. At least we're playing hard around that dirty rat. That they're gonna just YOLO with the coin. Unlucky. Nobody has worse luck than me. Can't even get an opponent to coin a dirty rat. Maybe they were just saving it for turn 2. Unbelievable. I don't need to be in a hurry to get this out on curve because I don't have anything to cheat out just yet. Like, it might end up being 9 lives at this rate. So I can wait for like a Carrion Studies or a tracking to actually get it online. No, I can just go here. Wait, which one is this? 1 damage and 2 to its neighbor. Perfect. So this is online, but again, I don't have anything great to hit with it yet. But none of my spells really want to be played in the near future, so maybe it's just fine as a tempo play, and it might like give them the confidence to just rip a dirty rat. Because they're like, oh, it's a Naga Hunter. Nagas have battle cries.
I got 2 shots just for you.
Might just be like a Loatheb turn though. So they're running 2 of those? Which makes sense given all the pirate rogues. Latch, thank you for the 22 months. Welcome to the stream. Alright, that is not a card I want to I mean, if they thought their hand was bad, they should have seen mine. Because my hand was atrocious, and I legitimately had a 0% chance of winning that game, or close to it, with the way that draw panned out. The longer that game goes, the better off the opponent is. I don't know why they felt the need to concede. Yeah, we got these two. Humongous. I could unironically double up the coin to get to one of these a little bit faster. Let's see if we can find Boom-Zooka, though. Stuff to do? I don't know. Ugh, that felt bad. Keep drawing minions before the Flarks, unfortunately.
Look at that. I will pray for you. You have my thanks.
I wonder.
There's a small chance that I can mothership into this Radiant Elemental, but it's a small chance.
Fabrics fit for majesty.
Seen one wave of apathy, but like my minions become a liability because they're probably running the wave potion combo. That's so bad for the jewel? Yeah, my priority right now is not dying though. I'll worry about the jewel later.
I got 2 shots just for you.
I think I'm honestly kind of... Well, this doesn't have a high health total, so maybe this is a relatively safe play. Are we dead? Yep. Need to hit a Scrapyard Colossus here.
Step up to get blown.
Hey, welcome, Bio.
Rexa versus Thrall.
For Doomhammer, by Fang and Claw.
Okay, we got the early game minions that we actually want to draw. Just need to find the Boom-Zooka now. That helps. The Dream.
Job's done.
Alright, just don't get ratted this game. Oh, no, I lose. That's too bad. Yep. GG. Saved? Potentially. Fine. I need to get Forgefiends pulled from my deck.
I got 2 shots just for you.
Why poison? I didn't check the health total. A really good draw here as well. Forgefiend? Tonk will work. Shouldn't die here.
Now littering.
Wait, that's in the deck? Why? I mean, whatever, at least I get this off.
Job's done. No mercy.
Miss. Didn't even get lethal. Unbelievable. Does overload on it? That doesn't make it a good card in this deck. Weirdest overload shaman I've seen so far? I mean, the only... Well, I guess the Ashura and Skull is main deck. Okay, so is that? What is going on? There's also a Devolve in there? Which is right, this is officially the strangest Overload Shaman. Really showing me here. Even I rolled the charge call. That was a fancy concede, yeah. I guess that their deck list makes a little bit more sense if they're playing the charge calls, but you still just kind of want to like turbo down the quest to get to the charge calls, and the way that they built the deck makes it harder to do so.
Rexa versus Gul'dan.
Your soul shall be mine by Fang and Claw.
Double Twinbow on the coin. Ooh. Okay.
We have turned our
Okay, just give me the
thirst
Urchin
into
Spines.
our strength.
I've got time to draw it, but I do desperately need it, or I'm just going to get blown out most of the time. The awkward thing about well, I could just play this and then and then get a coin for the, like double coin the Boom-Zooka. I think that may actually be right.
I got 2 shots just for you.
Because I can sometimes clear up some of the minions with the Boom-Zooka, which is what I need to do. Especially if they go in face like this.
Fresh out of the oven.
Sure. Had no ideas, thank you for the 27 months. Good hits. Amazing. Alright. So what I've learned is Twinbow good. So is drawing Boom-Zooka.
and claw.
Hey, GG Airs. Okay, we've got a Twinbow. It's gonna be tough to beat.
The Queen's trove is forbidden.
Because the Divine Shields kind of break our poisonous game plan.
Portals online.
Converting stored energy.
Priceless.
The Reslat Naga is actually good, this one. I mean, just compare it to Silverback Patriarch, which is an incredibly, incredibly powerful card on its own.
Initializing descent.
And then you add the fact that it draws a card off of that, and it gets a stat. Only 3 draws turn 1, that's kind of weak, yeah. Yeah, if there's one thing I've noticed, it's the opponent having a very weak turn.
I got 2 shots just for you.
Precision.
Initializing descent.
Why did they trade with the 7 attack minion?
Well fought. I concede.
It had rush, oh right. It legally can't go face in that instance. Really didn't matter? I mean, could have.
Rexa versus Rexa.
Alright, definitely the mirror match, right?
Call of the wilds by Feign and claw.
I'm playing the Twinbow and the Maxima Tonk. This helps. They mulligan the leftmost card, so this card actually becomes useful, potentially.
The Queen's trove is forbidden.
Bird. They're kind of, wait. This is then gonna shuffle. Oops.
Armor. Armor. Lightly used armor.
Probably my least important card in my hand right now. Looks like it could be Reno. We probably just coin a Boom-Zooka next turn. And hope we don't pull a couple of Terror Scales.
Job done.
Wow, those are some really bad hits.
Accept my humble thanks. A regrettable mistake.
Boy, that sure went bad for me. At least this is still in play.
Job done.
Bird. Bird. I want to get this online for next turn so that I can go Twinbow into Jewel Feign Death.
Life and hope are worth fighting.
The dragons shall kneel before me.
I got 2 shots just for you.
This just beat down value, Hunter. Mine or the opponent? The opponent is Reno. I am Tonks.
You better watch your step in this.
See you later, Eris. Really need this not to be. Fine. It's tarp. Yeah, that kills me.
Well fought. I concede.
Unfortunate too, because I set up such a big play for that. And I kind of needed it into their play. Doesn't seem that you... It seems that you don't lose the Naga effect. Yeah, but the important part there was that I lost the game. I wasn't expecting to lose the Naga effect. I was just trying not to lose the game.
Rexa versus Lady Vash.
Your time ends now.
By fang and claw.
Alright. Okay. Just survive. And don't get ratted, I guess. Alright then. Obviously, there's no rat in hand, or the opponent would have just immediately played it, right?
How long can this go on? How long can this go on?
I got 2 shots just for you.
Fortunately, I don't really have much of a turn next turn. Jeez.
How long can this go on?
Dur, thank you for the 6 months. Very prime indeed. This would be a great turn for me for them to hit a Loatheb. But just go for it. Just slam that Loatheb. It's turn 5. I just really don't want them to play it on turn 6, going into my Flarks. Yeah. I do still need some help off of this Maxima, though. Otherwise, I'm going to get a little bit too far behind to come back. That's very bad.
Step up to get blown up.
Let them fly.
Oh. You're welcome, Insom. Currently 1 damage off. But I keep drawing minions. That Shaman deck is pure gold. It's just better walk Shaman. The Shaman deck that most people play. I think most people find it incredibly infuriating to play against. Mostly because it's incredibly infuriating to play against. Local Tox for lethal? Apparently they didn't get it because they ran too many Murlocs in their deck. The Zola.
Time is short.
Thank you for the trade. That helps me in a lot of ways. We did it!
Rexar versus Anduin.
The light shall bring victory.
By fang and claw.
Keep the trackings to find our pieces so that we can start blasting. That's how you shoot guns, right? I don't know. I'm from California. I just learned from watching Yosemite Sam. turn we just go here and then coin the Among Us behind that. It's gonna be a tough matchup. How confident am I in this read? Not terribly, but this is still good for following turns. I think I just still, because they're likely to have, okay. No, they haven't played the, yeah, this is fine.
Job done.
Just want to potentially get this in the 9 lives pool. Could also be Reno. But maybe I hold back on the 9 lives in case I want to do some more shuffling with the Burb. Either way, it seems like we've got some amount of time to make a decision. Okay, it is big. Today, too many Big Priests. This is the first Big Priest, and it's not a very good deck right now. So, it's not a very popular deck right now. That's some value. Humongous. Thanks. Sure. About my situation today, I see 5 Big Priests not funny. I mean, should be free wins if you play the right deck. Most decks just kind of beat Big Priest right now. We're probably going to have a bit of a hard time against it, but okay. I knew that going in. Nine lies fixed now. I wasn't aware of it ever being broken. So, not sure what you mean. The best way to set this up. I really want to get this down so that I can get a big Jewel of N'Zoth turn.
Job's done.
Maybe that was too greedy. It was definitely too greedy. But I mean, if they don't clear this board, they're going to be in trouble. If they clear the board, they're kind of in trouble. That gives me the freedom to play this.
Quickly.
I feel like I have too many good options here.
I got 2 shots just for you.
This isn't very good into an empty board, so I can wait until next turn, but I think I would just want to go Jewel into a Feign Death most of the time. Hard. Yes!
Let them fly.
Job's done.
Does the Naga do? It doubles up the next spell that we play. That's why we got double Jewel of N'Zoth. I was worried about their hand size, and it turns out it's just all birds. Yep, always has been. Well, you don't need to be afraid of Big Priest. Even against bad decks with bad matchups, they're still just not a real deck. I don't have Boom-Zooka, any replacement. The deck is built almost entirely around Boom-Zooka. So.
Will be the end of you by Fang and Claw.
A different deck would be the only replacement. I assume Mech Mage, so I wanted the Sturdy Taunt here. Go here into coin this, I think. Coin this, unless I top deck exactly Boom-Zooka, in which case I'll want to go here into double coin Boom-Zooka. kind of order is that? They're playing around Snipe. So, order that made sense. What a disgusting turn. Not really. It's pretty typical for the deck. They didn't even get a Mecha Shark. That makes it a lot better.
Step up to get blown.
Well fought. I concede.
Rexa versus Morgul.
By Fang and Claw.
Get the Terrorcoil. And it's easy to activate. Brutal.
My eyes are upon you.
The terrible matchup for me. Please no owl, please no owl, or not owl, frog. Oh. Oh my god, we drew so many minions this game. Did I just draw out 4 consecutive minions? Was every card after? No, I think I got the Carrion Studies. Every card after the Carrion Studies was a minion though. Hey, welcome, Geneve.
Step up to get blown.
Something good? That's actually not bad. Because I need some health. The frog still. Besides the rat and shaman spell, is there any other cards that summon the minions from your opponent's hand? Blatant decoy. Hey, welcome, EC. Alright. Boom-Zooka. Oh my god, I called it. Please don't die here.
I got 2 shots just for you.
Breathe, Roffle, breathe. I shouldn't die, right? Fine, it's not my face. Oof! Oops. Wow, they really were all aboard the struggle bus that turn. Boom!
Job's done.
Oh, I ran out of minions. Because I drew so many of them. Here into here for Tonks. Sir Finley, too cute in this deck for situations like this. I mean, most of the time he would just get pulled from Maxima or Flarks and then we'd be sad. Like, do we need any help for situations like this where we're at currently winning the game? Alright. Time for break. Gonna swap decks. So, BRB.